goodness. Yeah, show it to me. Look at the natural cheeks on that bad boy. No BBL involved. I got you. Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy, right? I'm thinking the same thing. What's under his mask? I'm going to show you. But before I do, just know it's not crazy. And COVID is a thing, so we want to make sure we don't catch anything. All right, guys, let's get straight to it. What we're all here for. The grand reveal. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Shh. Okay, it's a secret.
Few moments later.
Oh, stupid. Okay, yeah, see? It's another mask. Crazy, right? All right, before we start the video, I do have to lay out a couple ground rules, so this is simple. First, I'll be taking events from the official Marvel timeline book. Second, everything will be presented chronologically, so it makes sense. And third, I'll be starting in the year 2023 and transitioning to the year 2026. There's a lot to cover, trust me. Look at how long the video is. And as always, if you appreciate the content I'm putting out there, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. It tells the algorithm I'm doing a good job and it shows me something nice. All right, guys, let's get on with the video. We got a lot of work to do. We open up with the events of WandaVision in the fall of 2023. We must also take note that this event occurs roughly 1 week after the events of Avengers Endgame. Monica, with the aid of the FBI, are attempting to breach the Hex, which Wanda put up to protect herself and others from coming in and breaching her so she may have her family and vision. And then Monica ends up doing this, experiencing the multiverse as a whole.
I can't.
It's okay. It's okay.
There's no way I'm going, baby. It's too dangerous.
Maybe I could fly up and meet you halfway.
And you are the most powerful person I know.
Your mom's lucky. When they were handing out kids, they gave her the toughest one.
With this event right here, we see that Monica experienced not only the multiverse, but Wanda's vision as a whole. Now, this is going to seem crazy, but roughly after this event, the multiverse opens. Check out this montage I made.
Spell works. Very difficult and dangerous to change it and cast it.
Forget about everything you did. I mean, if she's even gonna be my girlfriend.
The band is switching your girlfriend to Spider-Man.
I don't know. I really hope not.
All right, fine. Everyone in the world is going to be getting to Spider-Man except your girlfriend.
Thank you so much.
And return to the TVA and its benevolent rules.
What is it?
Tell the white boys who they are.
My best friend, so it's really important to me to get to know
What
the
they
rich.
Okay. Let's not change the parameters of this spell anymore. While stop tampering with the spell.
When you found out about Spider-Man, it was really
Murderer! Hypocrite! Hiding stuff.
Yes. No, I'm annoyed. Just stop talking.
What's happening? What the hell is that?
Oh, that's all that does to do. Change my spell. You don't do that. I told you. That is why. Spells are completely out of control. If I hadn't shut it down, something catastrophic could have happened. So call me sir. Sorry, sir. Mr. Gift. The part of the problem. It's not serious.
So that was a lot to digest. Now, shortly after, in the aftermath of the events in Westview, Monica Rambeau is contacted by a Skrull operative who says she was sent by an old friend of her mother's. Monica asks who, and the Skrull responds, "He heard you've been grounded. He'd like to meet with you," the Skrull says. When Monica seemingly asks where, The scroll points up, implying bigger things for Monica in her future. Now we move forward to 2025, and then this occurs.
Finally, the moment everyone has been waiting for. The final chapter to my 10-part series on Earth's mightiest hero, Captain Marvel. Hulk smash. This week we're focusing on the Battle of Earth. Now we all know the story. The Avengers were trying to save the world, but if we're being honest here, they were losing. Badly. Alien ships invading, Thanos being a jerk about magical stones, our heroes were done for. Until... Captain Marvel blasted in! Now who was this glorious, well-coiffed hero? Due to my extensive research and my diligent studying of Scott Lang's podcast interviews, who by the way seems like a pretty cool guy, I've learned a lot about Captain Marvel, and I know at least 3 things to be true. 1, she blasted through Thanos' fleet like a flaming angel, and you know what? She looked good doing it. 2, she punched Thanos right in the face.
You're finished.
No offense to any of the other Avengers, but I really don't think they could have done that. And 3, sometimes, someone can come out of nowhere and do something amazing. I know, some of you think, well, she abandoned the people of Earth, but look, it's not true. Obviously, we don't know exactly what she's been up to, but hey, maybe she just needed a break, you know? Can't a woman just live?
After the events of Miss Marvel, we learned something very interesting about Kamala Khan. Check this out.
No, you can call me when you're bored.
No. Amir kept asking if he might have powers too, and I think we might have had it wrong the first time around.
What do you mean?
So, we know why you have access to the Nor and how you can wield it, but when I compared you to the rest of your family, something still seemed off.
Okay.
Kamala, there's something different in your genes, like a mutation.
Now, moving forward to the spring of 2026, with the events of AntMan and the Wasp: Quantumania occurring, we learn that Scott Lang has been promoting his podcast and his book, Look Out for the Little Guy, where he talks about the events of Avengers Endgame from his point of view. During this time, Scott has become famous and known wide as Ant-Man, and sometimes confused for another hero altogether.
It's been a crazy few years, for everyone.
Everything is ready for you.
Too much.
No. Your money's no good here.
Oh, are we still talking about that?
Yes, of course.
Ruben, you are the best.
Thank you, Spider-Man.
We can also see Detective Jimmy Woo from the FBI, who we've seen earlier in WandaVision, stopping the Hex. He makes sure that Scott stays on the right path. We also learn that Hope Van Dyne took over her father's company and called it Pim Van Dyne. She's infamous and great around the world, making good impacts and changing the world for the greater good. Also, her relationship with Scott has dramatically increased and improved, and she is happy, as well as Scott being proud of her. Now, everything seems good and dandy, and then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. I'm just kidding. Cassie Lang, Scott's daughter, she gets picked up from jail, making a statement for herself. Scott asks why, and Cassie ends up ignoring him. Cassie then creates some type of material to contact a place known as the Quantum Realm, a small subatomic space that Hope's mother was trapped in. Doing this causes not only Hope and Scott to be trapped inside this quantum realm, but also everybody else from Scott's family. Scott attempts to save Hope and everybody else, but instead ensues a different type of event. Now, since I saved you from watching this whole movie, the one thing that you need to know is that Jonathan Majors Kang, when he was prominent at the time, was going to ensue another multiversal war. This was stopped by Ant-Man and the Wasp, and they returned home. But watch the scene to see how it unfolds.
You should have looked the other way.
Yeah, well, never been great at that. And you're not getting out.
But you thought you could win.
I don't have to win. We both just have to lose.
That's pretty much the most important part from that movie. Kang gets retconned and Ant-Man saves the world. Now we move forward to the year 2026 in the summer during the events of Secret Invasion. During this time, we run through a lot of small details that will play a bigger role in the Multiverse Saga and the MCU as a whole, even though it wants to be forgotten and not liked and hated by most MCU fans. Let me explain. Now, during the events of Secret Invasion, we learn a couple key details and we see a couple key events play out on screen. Nick Fury returns to Earth to deal with the matters of the Skrull and how they're mingling with the human population and race. We also learn that Rhodey has been a Skrull for a very long time, since the events of Captain America Civil War. We also learn during Secret Invasion that Maria Hill ends up getting killed. This happens because of Galvik, a Skrull that's main goal is to take over the human population and also put a bad name on Nick Fury so that the government may hunt down Nick Fury and forget about all the Skrulls that are on Earth. During this time, Nick Fury grows tired of Gavik's games and him infiltrating the human population and giving a bad name to the Skrulls that Nick Fury had worked since the early 90s to give the Skrulls a good name, to live peacefully on Earth. With this in mind, Nick Fury finally decides to turn the coat down, put the eye patch back on, and hop back into the actions of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is now SWORD, a space station that's in the sky, which will play a role later in the future of the timeline of the MCU. Nick Fury using a call to action, his first job and role is to take out the imposter that captured Rhodey, and then decides to make a phone call, and then a certain plan is enacted in motion. Tarnish Nick Fury's name is rescuing all of the prisoners in the Skrull concentration camp, including Colonel James of 2026 as well. We move to the events of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, where the Guardians are searching the galaxy to help Rocket figure out his origins, and they end up stopping a man known as the High Evolutionary. During the ending of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, we get a new team of Guardians known as the Annihilators of the Galaxy, and then this scene right here unfolds.
Adrian Ballou, both solo and his work with King Crimson. What about you, Captain?
This one's kind of special. Guess they're here.
Well, I can handle this by my lonesome if y'all want to chill.
Nah, it'll go fast if we all do it together. Group, wake up.
Do you ever feel a little sad for them?
Yeah, sure, but these townsfolk can't protect themselves.
On your work, Captain.
Word.
Now, something interesting and awesome that we learn at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 during the post-credit scene is Star-Lord returned to Earth to visit his last known family member being his grandfather, and then they have a touching reunion.
I think I might be at the wrong, I'm looking for Jason Quill.
Yes.
Come in.
Hey, Grandpa.
Man, if she needs help mowing her lawn, I'll do it, but I kind of feel like her son should help. He's gonna sit on the porch and watch me do it. Like, he's a 45-year-old man, able-bodied, and I'm mowing his lawn. It just feels weird.
Don't get me started.
Oh, really? No, I kind of want to know.
Shortly after this event, we move to the closing end of the summer of 2026, where Camila Khan is enjoying a nice peaceful day, superheroing all around New Jersey. Then this happens.
Well, that does not sound like science homework.
Okay.
Captain Marvel shows a sign of weakness by trying to help the villain reform herself. This is for naught, as the villain uses this opportunity to attempt to gain the other quantum bangle. She uses this and generates all the energy to open up a portal and a gateway to another dimension, and give it to Monica so that she may close the gateway that's on the other side with her light-based powers. Then this scene ensues.
She tore a hole in space-time.
Can we even fix that?
What about the switching?
Our powers aren't entangled anymore.
Oh.
It has to be now. Leave! I have to finish the job.
After losing Monica, Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel are extremely upset. Carol decides to right her wrongs across the galaxy and the universe. Following the events directly after the Marvels, which happened in the summer of 2026, we go into the fall of 2026. This is when the events of Deadpool and Wolverine take place and can happen chronologically. This would make sense considering the Earth that Monica ended up on has the X-Men and mutants alive as a whole. And also, we can see in Deadpool and Wolverine the various amounts of mutant cameos, and the main focus being the X-Men and how they're mentioned. We also get extremely awesome interactions between not only Deadpool and Wolverine, but other characters. And we get dope fight scenes like this one right here. I'm not going to spare you any details. Go watch the movie if you haven't and enjoy this, because it's awesome. And it gets better every time I watch it.
Let's fucking go. Get your spectral sock out, nerds. It's gonna get good.
Let's see you grow your fucking head back.
I can fix it. I can fix it.
Fix what?
Whatever it is that you did. Whatever made you so bad. Those pricks in the TVA, you heard them. They have the power to end my universe, but they also have the power to change yours. We get back there, and we can fix your world together. I promise.
After this confrontation, Deadpool and Wolverine return to their Earth. Then we move to the fall of 2026, with the events of Agatha all along occurring. In this series that mainly focuses on Agatha and her past and the exploration of witches in the MCU, we see that Agatha went through a lot of trials when she met the love of her life, being death. After losing her son, Agatha goes on a rampage of luring witches with the Witch's Road song. She does this so that she can gain their powers and absorb their life force energy to prolong her life, so she may live in the background throughout the centuries without anybody becoming or unknowing to her. In the current year, being 2026, after Agatha is broken free from the spell with the help of Wanda's reincarnated son, she ends up going and plotting a plan so that she may absorb a new coven of witches' abilities so she may live longer in the upcoming future. This is foiled during the end of the show when the reincarnated Billy figures out that he is manipulating the Witch's Road. Doing this, Agatha sacrifices herself in a show of good faith and becomes a ghost, and promises Billy that she will help him find his brother Tommy, who's somewhere out in the Marvel world. And that about sums it up. That's all the sacred threads in the multiverse and how they connect, and how these events can play a role in pivoting things in the future. Now, I know that this was a lot to take in, and if you're here at the end of the video, I appreciate you, and I just want to say thank you. Please, make sure you check out my page and click the link in my bio for other Marvel content and other Marvel updates daily on my other social media accounts. Again, thank you, God bless you, and I hope everything goes well.